And the United States is watching the India-China standoff in Ladakh closely, sharing information with New Delhi and wants to ensure the situation does not escalate. Senior official of Trump administration said on Saturday ahead of an important visit by U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and the U.S. Secretary of Defense Mark Esper. Next week, the U.S. said it welcomes increased India's involvement in Southeast Asia, including its military presence in the South China Sea, and has been working with like-minded partners to counter China's aggressive behavior from the Himalayas to the disputed oceanic region. Given China's increasing aggressive behavior across the Indo-Pacific from the Himalayas to the South China Sea, it's more important than ever that we work with the like-minded partners such as India, officials of the Trump administration said on Saturday. The U.S. statement comes ahead of U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and the U.S. Secretary of Defense Mark Esper's visit to India next week. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo would travel to New Delhi for the third India-U.S. 2+2 dialogue next week on his second Asia trip in less than a month. That would also take him to Maldives, Sri Lanka and Indonesia. We have had an ongoing dialogue with Indians about the increased cooperation in Southeast Asia, not just the South China Sea. We have had an ongoing dialogue with the Indians about the increased cooperation in Southeast Asia, not just the South China Sea, and we encourage their involvement, and that cuts across development investments, that cuts across security cooperation, and that also involves presence, and so we welcome greater Indian participation across Southeast Asia in all three of those areas, U.S. officials said in an online news briefing. They said, given China's increasingly aggressive behavior across the Indo-Pacific from the Himalayas to the South China Sea, it is more important than ever that we work with like-minded partners such as India. We are pleased to see India's recent announcement regarding Australia joining the Malabar naval exercise. India, along with the US, Japan and Australia, will hold the high-level Malabar naval exercises, and next month, Australia is returning to the high-level naval exercise for the first time after 2007, when its participation drew criticism from China. We are providing support, whether through defense sales exercises as well as information sharing. These are all areas where we cooperate with the Indians, not just with the tension in the Himalayas, the U.S. official said. They further said the defense relationship with India is at its best in recent memory. The progress that we have made since India became a major defense partner in 2016 is remarkable. On the agenda of the 2+2 foreign and defense minister level talks next week, the U.S. said the subject to be covered included regional security cooperation, defense information sharing, military-to-military interaction, and defense trade. We have made significant progress towards concluding the last foundational defense enabling agreement, the Exchange and Cooperation Agreement, the U.S. said. Bureau Report.